good evening, and welcome back to the stream. Go away. Today is going to be heading into the Delta Quadrant after we've done one little mission, and I believe it is called Terminal Expanse. Yeah, put your teeth in. Terminal Expanse. It won't take that long. There will be, as I say, getting our groove on in the Delta Quadrant. And hello, Ace of Thorns. So just to be set. This is slightly misleading, but yeah, look at that ship. Ooh. Alternate quantum universe. Right.
In 2387, an incident created a quantum rift between our universe and this one. A Romulan ship accidentally traveled here through a singularity. They found themselves in 2233 and later destroyed the USS Kelvin in battle. This caused their timeline to differ from ours. As a result, we now refer to it as the Kelvin timeline. We believe the Sphere Builders communicate with their operatives through the rift. Yes.
Basically, it set it up for the movies.
As a proxy force. I suspect they're doing the same thing here with the Klingon. I'm reading multiple spheres under construction in this sector, as well as the wreckage of spheres. I suspect the local forces are trying to prevent an expanse from being formed.
Good. That's a big sphere.
This sphere isn't active yet. We need to neutralize it before the builders can create an expanse.
Oh, tactical mode. Just in case. Oh, here they are. Assume I'm going to have to go help.
Starfleet Command, this is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack and require... I too hope you've come to fight, Patak. If not, you may whimper and wait for my blade at
because
your throat.
he's a time agent, and because things have been going on, it's like he's been injured through things that have happened and haven't happened at the same time. It's one of the major side effects of being a temporal agent, is that sometimes things like that happen. If you'll pardon the pun. Yeah.
Reading multiple Klingon life signs on Yorktown's bridge.
Oh, bring it on. I can take these Klingons on, no problem. Nice. Come on. Turn around.
Enemy reinforcements inbound.
Yeah, we won't be there for much longer. Rogue Klingons. That's it, go to my gravity well. Boom.
Unidentified vessel. This is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack by Klingon boarding parties. Can you provide assistance?
Yeah, I think we can do that. Let's beam across the crew. My big, dirty, great big cannon. Lens flare.
Enemy target on sensor. Crystal shield losing power.
There we go.
Over here.
Where's he gone? Oh, it's over there. I can't see shit.
Greetings. I am Science Officer 0718. Thank you for your very timely assistance. Could you see to Admiral Garrett's medical needs? I am currently interfacing with your crew and Yorktown's engineering.
Yeah, this is from
breach of the board core.
As I say, this is like alternate universe, the movie references. It's basically a way they can justify getting the movie stuff into the game, like the Kelvin Enterprise and the Vengeance and things like that.
I heard you were putting fear into the hearts of first-year cadets at the academy. Never mind for now. Give us a hand here. The Klingons really did a number on us.
Yes, so in this alternate universe, I'm obviously a teacher at the academy. Right, where's the crew? No, they're over there. Right, put my gun away. Don't think they want to see that. Yeah, they call it the Kelvin universe because...
I thought we were finished. Klingons weren't interested in taking prisoners.
Oops, there we go. Where's the rest of them? Seriously, I can't see shit around here. Oh, there's the other one.
Thanks. I hope you're here to deal with these spheres.
Yeah, we got it handled.
Thank you. Oh, my head's still spinning. That last Klingon photon hit sent me flying into the ops console. Head first.
Yep, that's right. The USS Kelvin was involved with the first change from the Prime universe to this one. Yep, that's basically why they called it, because of the destruction of the Kelvin is what set off the changes by a Romulan ship from another universe.
Come over here after you put out the last fire.
Yeah, even in this universe, I'm still expected to do everything.
Over here. All right. We were about to begin sabotage operations on the sphere when the Klingons came to call. As you can see, Yorktown and her crew are in rough shape, but that thing needs to be neutralized. Can I count on you and your crew to help us finish the job?
Oh, hell yeah.
Glad to hear it. We've got explosives ready to go, but we'll need to find a proper infiltration point on the sphere. Work with my science officer to make that happen.
Okie dokie.
Use the starboard console. Together we can triangulate our scanners.
One way.
Admiral Garrett, I believe we found a suitable location.
Barely see over the console.
I have reviewed your proposed infiltration coordinates. They are tactically sound. We can commence operations at your command. Be advised, in previous encounters on board spheres, the occupants have been quick to mobilize their defense forces. Expect heavy opposition.
Oh, I'm hoping they bring a heavy opposition.
I'll stay on the Yorktown to assist Admiral Garrett and his crew.
Right. So even in this ship, it's still got mad lens flare going on.
Commander! Kill those intruders!
Remember, focus fire, folks. Bugger. Oh, stuck on that. Oh, and two of my crew are already knocked out. Where's the surprise? That never gets old. Oh, right, one of them's got decent armour now. So, let's see who's got the shittiest armour. It's probably going to be him. And I'm running out of inventory space again. God Christ, I am running out of inventory space. Yeah, that. Let's see, what can I salvage? No, keep that. Yep, salvage that, yes. Salt. Salvage, yep. Salvage. Right, that should do for now.
You cannot stop our plans.
And?
Enemy target personal shield losing power.
Look, I've just destroyed half your crew already, and you think I'm gonna just listen to you saying ugh. Right, where have I got to... No, I've gone the wrong way. Right. Do that there. Right, so I'll go back to where I started. Right. No, they are not very smart. Right. Take files.
Receiving data. I had no idea the sphere builders were involved in so many alternate realities.
Certainly XR-Mage. If it's what I think it is, then I've already seen it. But go ahead, post it anyway. Was it from the Ark News about the ships? Hasn't been too bad. Been yes. That is what I thought it was.
Exterminated entire
Yeah,
galaxies.
they've got a thing now where you can have your own ships 3D printed. And I literally just saw the link about that about a couple of minutes before going live. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to look at what the prices are like yet, but
It seems your alliance
if they're decent, I might have to get one. As long as they're not too expensive, or especially to ship over to the UK as well.
They are eager for conquest.
But yeah, it does look cool.
However, the technology you have provided destroys as well as creates.
The resistance has been disruptive to our progress. Your promises appear thin, envoy.
I assure you, all is going according to plan. Nothing they will do will keep us from our goals.
And yet, I see a familiar disruption has presented itself again.
I know they've done something like that before, but it was very cost prohibitive to send it over to the UK. But I'll have a proper look at that later.
Deal with this disruption.
Question is, what ship would I get?
You learned that you cannot prevail, intruder. You will fall to ruin.
It'll probably be the Hestia, which is my favourite ship. If I had to pick one.
I have had enough of you.
Yeah, they have definitely improved the cutscenes. They've got a few voices as well, like the proper voice, like Tim Ross, who does Tuvok. Jerry Ryan's in this. Garrett Wang. Oh, you'll see once I.
We were a peaceful race.
The guy who plays
until
Daniels
your
from Enterprise is in this as
Alliance
well.
committed an act of genocide. We were all but annihilated. Only a scant few of us escaped to safety, lost and forgotten within a dimensional void. The Envoy has given us the means to manipulate events. We had begun to undo the damage you have done to us. Quantum realms such as this are ours to study without risk to our own. And should this realm unravel, there is an infinite number of realms remaining to us.
But you're doing genocide yourself.
Yes, just as you were willing to do so to achieve your goals. Do not presume to judge me, murderer. The Expanse Protocol will wipe you from existence.
Yep,
and with
the hypocrites.
your passing, bring justice to my people at long last.
Yeah, I found if I haven't played a game for a long time, I have to start at the beginning again to learn the controls, otherwise it just... Yeah. I mean, 200. If it was $200 or the equivalent, but it was done in the UK, then I might be tempted with it. But to have it at that price and the shipping as well, that'll be something if I won the lottery.
Something is happening.
But it still
The sphere
looks
is emitting
really
a high level of
freaking cool.
thermobaric radiation. We must complete our objective at once.
Right. Alright. Let's defend them.
Enemy target on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Yeah, I don't care. I know about my personal shields, thank you. I just want to kill these guys. I mean, I know it'll be completely breaking copyright issues, but I would love to have like a 3D print of some of the stuff that they have in this. Ooh, 12-inch resin models. Ooh. Yes, that's going to be heavy as well. It's not going to be like a light, cheap bit of plastic tat. It's going to be good quality. Very detailed.
I have finished working on the sphere network. Prepare the final charge for detonation.
I'm just going to discard this.
Final charge deployed. We
Yes.
can return and initiate the detonation.
Sorry, I'm running out of room.
Experiment 447.
The latest data is local.
Yep.
It corresponds to this universe's quantum
12 inches. That's pretty decent size. That's about, for me, that's about about that much. So that's big. $200 for that sort of thing, for a custom thing, is good price. It's the shipping. That's what I want to know. How much the shipping would cost.
Spear builder ships inbound.
Warning, ship is under attack.
We are being jammed.
Yeah, 1 foot. Ooh, very nice. I used to have, until it got broken and lost, or part of it got lost I should say, a fibre optic Deep Space Nine, and when you turn the lights on, it had all the little lights in Deep Space Nine would light up. It was brilliant.
The sphere is jammed.
It's one of those, like, you build the model yourself. I have to work on it a little bit each day,
We're going to need to start sequence activation.
and then it just got broken, like, and I just couldn't repair it, and some parts of it went missing. An original dinky Enterprise. Ooh, nice.
The thermobaric gas is creating calibration complete.
75%.
Oh yeah, those little transfers, yeah, they were annoying bastards. Like, if you got them on wrong, they would then set in that position, and you'd have like a nasty like lump sticking up through the middle of them. I've got probably upstairs all but the Enterprise A. I've got the Vengeance, a Borg Cube, Borg Sphere, loads of ships. It was like the Eagle Moss ship collection that they did over here. You know, it's like every couple of weeks you'd get a ship for like £10 or something, plus a little fact file for them. And the only reason why I stopped doing it was because I was running out of room to put them. I still want a scimitar though. I mean, the Vengeance was friggin' lovely. Ooh, 18-inch diameter. Oh bloody hell! That sounds. I wouldn't know where to put it. Yeah, I don't actually think I'd have a room to have a ship. Oh yeah, I've got Deep Space Nine as well.
It was rough for a moment, but you both.
What the?
I'll see you back on the ship, sir.
Most curious. I believe that wound occurred due to a temporal shift.
Oh, Thunderchild is a nice ship.
Happened elsewhere. A question for another time, perhaps.
In the end, you came through for us. On behalf of Starfleet and the Yorktown crew. Thanks.
Indeed. Safe travels to you and your crew.
Okay. Yeah, we refresh it. It might be going a bit wibbly. I'll just check my OBS as well, make sure it's yeah, it says I'm getting some lag frames, which is unusual for Star Trek, but yes, time travel puns.
The Envoy's been busy since our last meeting. I think we can
God,
add
Daniels
the Sphere
is messed
builders
up.
to our list of known TLF associates and members after this encounter. The builders are no strangers to temporal war. Their experience could tip the balance of power against us. Fortunately, their ability to operate in our dimension is extremely limited. For now.
I will take that energy distribution manifold, thank you. Because that will go very nicely on the ship. I see that can go. Let's see, phaser damage, and that can go there. See, right before I go to the Delta Quadrant, I'm gonna summon. Where's it gone? Trade freighter. Yes, I need that. So handy, I can go in deep space and I can just summon a ship to sell stuff to. So it clears out some of my inventory. I bloody need it. Yep, that can go. Make sure I don't sell the wrong stuff. Some of these things I do not want to sell. Oh, I have to equip that in a minute. I'll do it now. See if I drop that and I equip. Where's that console gone? That one. Save my loadout. Sell. Nope, don't want to sell that. Because after this, I'm heading to the Delta Quadrant, so I want to have tons of free space. Keep that, keep that, keep that. Yep. Keep sell. Sell. Won't be too long. needs to be done. The best I can put into my bank. So let's see. That can go to bank. That can go to bank. Second that. Second that. Second that. Second that. That. That one. That one. That one. That one can go there. That one can go there. Second that. And that. One of those. One of those. Them. One of those. That one. That one. Basically anything I don't want to get rid of. Oh, that's much better. Right, now time to go to the Delta Quadrant. Ooh. Yeah, that would be pretty funky. You know, you completely customized character, having it looking exactly like your main person. Awesome. Now, if they could offer that for your character, hell yeah, I would get one printed off of Malklavan with his dirty grey big cannon. Right. Here we go. Into the Delta Quadrant.
Welcome to the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. The situation in the Delta Quadrant is continuing to develop. We will need the assistance of all our allies to stay ahead of it.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Bit of a gassy tonight. I do apologise. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, completely agree. Nice easy quest.
Admiral Tuvok has requested that you meet Voyager in the Solaran system. I believe he requires your assistance with a personal issue. While you're there, you should be able to get a briefing on the current state of the Delta Quadrant.
Alright. So where is he? He is... Ah. Here we go. Yeah, anything that kind of like a custom character made would be amazing. I imagine as time goes by, the cost for it will drop.
Greetings. Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you in the conference room.
It's Voyager.
Welcome aboard. And if I may say so, it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Lieutenant.
Doomsday devices in the Delta Quadrant. It looks like we get all of the interesting assignments. If you'll come with me, I'll take you to Admiral Tuvok. He wants to see you right away.
Sure.
It's good to see you too. Someone decided that with our experience with that, borrowed bird of prey,
oh yes,
I'm the perfect person to handle joint operations with the Klingons out here in the Delta Quadrant. I even got a promotion, as you can see.
Well deserved. But let's get to go and see Admiral Tuvok. I don't want to keep him waiting. Okay, that was impressive.
Sorry we don't have time for a tour, but the Admiral insists he needs to speak with you right away.
Sure. Here we go. Voyager's Bridge. Let's have a quick mini tour unofficially. There's the old Master System display there. So a quick look around as well, just because I can. So I think this was Janeway's seat, wasn't it? Oh, call that pops up. That's me done.
The Admiral is waiting for you in the ready room.
Greetings. Thank you for coming so promptly. We do not have much time, and I require your assistance.
Fate of the Heart wasn't bad, but it didn't seem appropriate for Star Trek. But it wasn't a bad tune. It was the best version of that was when they did the Mirror Universe, and it all starts off thinking, oh look, they're all talking about, you know, Zefram Cochrane and everything else, and wait, what's going on? And then it just radically changed. That was just a, oh, it's going to be good episode.
I am still under telepathic assault by the Undine we know as Cooper. He has found some means to greatly increase his psionic power, and I cannot withstand his assault indefinitely. I will need your help to repel Cooper's attack and counter him.
A lot of people don't realise it was also originally, there was a version of it originally done by a guy called Rod Stewart.
What else do you need to know?
Let's get on with this. God, look at that belly. That's one serious gut he's got.
My mind to your mind.
Yeah, my head's down here, mate.
Your thoughts
oh, there we go.
to my thoughts.
He just blew on his face. He's like, what are you doing? This is where things get a little bit weird. Hold on. No sign of Tuvok. So basically, I mean, in effect, like a sort of joint mind between Tuvok and Cooper, who, if you don't know, is basically an Undine or an 8472. Yes, the Omega Protocol. Only a ship's captain can countermand a directive. Even the Omega Directive is so potent that it even overrides the Prime Directive. It's one of the few. Ooh, okay. The console. And basically, if an Omega particle destabilizes, it can pretty much disrupt subspace.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Doctor?
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Yeah, Doc, I'm stuck in sick bay. Can you open the door?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? First, I need to make sure you're not contagious or suffering from any injuries. This will only take a moment.
It's alright, Doc. I just need to get to engineering.
Don't be difficult. I'm only doing my job. Engineers and captains, always in a hurry to get out of sick bay.
Yeah, and I'm both.
You're not going anywhere. Doctor's orders.
Oh dear.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Can you hear me? Come speak to me at the desk terminal. The mind meld was successful. Excellent. I am currently trapped in the ready room. For the moment, I will only be able to communicate with you remotely. Cooper is working to subvert my mental defenses, and I must focus my concentration on keeping my mind intact.
Yeah, it's the three big no-nos. There's the Genesis device, anything relating to Omega particles, and biogenic weapons.
No. Cooper is trying to erode my emotional control. Symbolically, this means that he must destroy Voyager. To do so, he is attempting to overload the warp core. You must proceed to engineering to stop Cooper from destabilizing the warp core. If he is successful, he will have broken down my mental control systems.
Protomatter, that's kind of what the Genesis device uses.
Cooper's attacks. Then we can take control of this mindscape. Take the pad from the doctor's office. I will use it to communicate with you as you proceed.
Yeah, the protomatter by itself is just inherently unstable, but it's not really dangerous. It's what they did to it with the Genesis device of what made it dangerous.
Remember, objects have symbolic significance in this mindscape.
There was actually a book based on the sequel, what happened to the Genesis information, called Genesis Wave. So some pretty messed up stuff happened in it.
So I can use it to bridge the gap between us. The mind meld was successful. Excellent. No.
Right.
Good. Now we will be able to remain in contact. Proceed to engineering.
Ooh. Oh, hello.
Cooper is attempting to subvert my mental defenses by replacing my memories with engrams from his bioship. Until he is expelled, these kinds of incursions will continue. You may see strange items or distortions in your surroundings. Ignore them and proceed as best you can. Remember Kiri Kinthaw's first law of metaphysics. Nothing unreal exists.
That's a very sort of Zen bit of philosophy. Nothing unreal exists. That kind of makes sense.
Cooper is trying to overload the warp core. You must keep it stable.
That's one trippy look. Look at that. It's like, yeah, this ain't right.
The mindscape is a simulacrum. Cooper may move elements to suit his needs, or try to stop you. Certain areas may be blocked or damaged, or even transformed. Do your best to reach your destination. Cooper cannot simultaneously attack an area and conceal it.
No, don't sit there, cat. She's just sat right on the mouse. No, move your butt. Thank you. Now she's sulking because I turfed her off a moment.
What are you doing here?
I'm here. Hello, Harry.
What are you doing here? This area is very dangerous. The core is unstable.
I'm here to stabilize the core.
I've almost got this. Just keep back. It will only take a few more minutes.
Where is B'Elanna, anyway? Your chief engineer?
B'Elanna? I don't know. She should be here, but as far as I can tell, everything on Voyager is about to fall apart, and I'm the only one here. Stay back. I'm going to put a force field around the core while I try to stabilize it. It won't contain a core breach, but it might block some of the radiation if the magnetic stabilizers give out. You are stupid, aren't you? Only people the Vulcan melded with should be here. Not everyone on Voyager is part of Tuvok's warped little subconscious. Some of us are far more exceptional.
Ensign Kim, step away from the warp core console. That's an order.
I'll destroy you, and Tuvok's mind with you. Get out!
He has raised defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
Again, the old Omega Protocol in effect.
Enemy targets on sensors. Shield losing power.
Get
He has
out!
raised defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Use the controls to restore the warp core. This will strengthen my mental defenses.
Yeah, because it's all symbolism.
Excellent. With my mental defenses stabilized, we should have additional time to fend off Cooper's intrusion.
Yeah, I've always seen that effect, and that's a bit of a, pardon my language, a bit of a mindfuck when you see that happen. It does make me feel a bit ugh. I mean, I don't generally get motion sickness, but that that effect he was talking about, yeah, that does make me feel a bit ugh. It's crew deck, one way.
Move through the crew decks to your right. You may be able to find a fragment of a personality.
Alright. So... yeah, I know I'm in the wrong place. Nope. That's going to be in here. Oh, hello. Seven?
What is happening? What am I doing here? Who are you? I require specifics. Answer me.
I love that they've got Jerry Ryan to do the voice of her.
I have no reason to trust you, but it seems familiar somehow. Why am I in the crew quarters? I should be in my regeneration alcove.
Yeah, Tuvok can explain. Yeah, just look at this pad.
7. You are currently experiencing an engrammatic regress as a result of a Vulcan mind meld. You must assist me in reasserting control over the meld. I am currently locked in the ready room next to the bridge. Exercise caution as species 8472 has subverted the vessel.
Right, let's get to the bridge and help Tuvok. Okay, so which way have I got to go? Nope. And oh dear.
That is Borg technology. But the presence of the collective will not dissuade us. Assimilation is irrelevant.
Oh. Yeah, these are assimilated Undine. How lovely. Yeah, it's still in Tuvok's mind, but that's beside the point. It's still a pretty messed up concept.
Assimilated Undine. It may be a reflection of the unconscious fears of species 8472.
Ah, makes sense. Oh yeah, the I don't know what the proper term for it is, but it's the shaky cam stuff. Is that what you're talking about, Artemis? Oh, it's going trippy again. Ah, Cooper.
Oh, you're here.
Well, yes.
Let's just get this over with.
Or we check again. Oh, no, no, I don't want to die. No, me not die. Don't want to die. Shit.
I will secure the bridge while you release Tuvok.
Sure, no problem. Has anyone seen that new Cloverfield one? Is it what, the Cloverfield Paradox or whatever it's called? Oh, what the flip is this? Oh, you're back again. Hello. Thank you, mate. Right, move your. I don't want your butt in my face. I don't care.
With Cooper defeated,
you sit there and be quiet.
He should no longer be able to maintain the telepathic link. With Cooper's attack temporarily halted, we are in a position to slow the advance of his Undine forces. Please accompany me to the bridge.
Sure. After you. I think what got to me with the old Blair Witch project was the amount of people who, you know, sort of got bought into the hype of saying, oh, it feels all real and things like that. No, it's a film. It's a fake film. If you're that affected by a film, you shouldn't be watching those kind of films.
We still do not have a fix on Cooper's whereabouts. I will contact Starfleet for any current information about Undine movements. Use the sensors to check for their quantum signatures.
Right.
Voyager's sensor array is currently calibrated for tracking Undine movements.
Her uniform's changed.
To garner results quickly.
See it? Her uniform is not right. Something's not right here. That's it, lad, and yes we are.
You should return to your ship. While I am somewhat fatigued as a result of the mind melt, I believe that I can continue in my duties on Voyager while we plan our next steps.
I think probably the only film I'm looking forward to at the moment is, well, there's two coming up. The new Deadpool film and Infinity War.
We must still be in the meld.
Ah.
Cooper is trying to deceive us.
That's why our
He
uniform's
needs to break
changed.
the link cleanly, but lacks the strength to confront us directly.
Gone all Inception on us.
You don't belong here.
Over to you. I mean, the fact that Deadpool 2 has got Cable in it, it's like, oh, I don't care, I'm sold. I am sold. It's got Cable.
We should use the link to our advantage. If we can track Cooper through the link, we can then pursue him in the physical realm. Since the Mindscape deals in symbolic representations, we need a map to his location. We should proceed to astrometrics.
I want to see Black Panther, but I just don't have the time at the moment. Oh, Marvel superheroes. Yeah, he's... I think my first character that I really... Yeah, that's why I sort of drifted off at the end there, because it's like I had a bit of a flashback to all my characters. I had a almost maxed out Rogue... Well, I had all the characters, but I had Rogue, Doom, and you're going to laugh at this, Squirrel Girl as my mains. Oh, that's briefing room. Oh, and also I had Doctor Strange as well. He wasn't necessarily one of my main characters, but he was one of the first characters I got, because he's probably...
Cooper is trying to block your progress. Look for another path.
He's probably one of my favourite characters. Oh yeah, I mean, there's some good DC stuff. I think probably my favourite DC character is... it's a close toss-up between The Flash and Batman. I don't know if I could do a midnight opening.
In 2375, Voyager encountered a malfunctioning Borg vinculum that had been turned into a trap by species 6339. This vinculum caused other personalities from the collective to surface in 7 of 9. I entered a mind meld with her in an attempt to stabilize her personality. These people are echoes of the personalities of people assimilated by the Borg. They are not truly aware, knowing only that they desire to escape. It may be helpful to think of them as ghosts, metaphorically speaking, of course.
Green Lantern. What did you think of the Green Lantern film with Ryan Reynolds? No, wait. That's where I came in. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Cooper is attempting to distort your path again. Keep searching.
It wasn't a... Yeah, I agree with that. It wasn't a bad film. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't definitely not award-winning or anything like that, but it wasn't a bad film. But I have heard they are making either a Squirrel Girl film or mini-series. John Stewart. Yeah, okay, I can dig that. I couldn't really get into Green Lantern. Not that it was bad, it was just, for some reason I just couldn't get into it. I'd say I've actually got somewhere pretty much the entire Deadpool collection.
I sense we are making progress. Keep searching.
There's one film I'm very wary about wanting to see when it comes out, but at the same time I do want to see it. It's a new Hellraiser film. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Hellraiser series, and I've got the comics, I've got the Pinhead mask / costume somewhere. Okay. Yeah, that's what I've heard, and I'm just not entirely sure if it's going to be good or bad. It's going to be one of the two. It's going to be absolutely amazing, you know, updating it with, you know, like modern day makeup techniques and CGI and stuff like that would be a frigging cool, or it will be completely poop. I'm hoping it will be good. Oh, this bit can be quite funny if you can read the screen. Oh, you look it. Yeah, thanks Tuvok for shooting through the wall. Yeah, Hellraiser's always been one of my favourite horror films. The first three. I mean, I know they're on after that, but they just drop dramatically in quality after that. Also, the third one has Terry Farrell in it. Yeah, the first one was just Jesus wept. Yeah. Speaking of Dax as well, if you ever get a chance to watch it, I can definitely recommend the film Cube, because it has Ezri Dax in it, Nicole de Boer. Yeah, so many great quotes. Angels to some, demons to others. And of course, the classic, will tear your soul apart. Just soak the entire film. And here's a little quiz for you. Without googling it, what character from Deep Space Nine was in the first Hellraiser film? No googling. Oh, sorry, the actor who plays, I should say. Correct. Garrick, Andrew Robinson, played Kirsty's dad. Come to daddy. I'm sure it was Andrew Robinson. But yeah, basically the guy who plays Garrick.
This ordeal has taxed me mentally, but I must continue the mission. I have learned that Cooper is in fluidic space in an area that corresponds to the location known in our dimension as the Northwest Passage. We must travel there and enter fluidic space to confront Cooper once more. He is aboard a special command bioship that he cannot abandon. If we catch him in fluidic space, we can force a final confrontation.
I don't know how true it is, but I heard rumours that Garrick was only supposed to be in like one, you know, like a one-off maybe second character, you know, just sort of somebody Julian would talk to, and then that's it. Yeah.
Please join me on the
But then they developed him into the plain, simple Taylor we all know and love.
I need you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because he was just so like, oh, it's like I think it's in Way of the Warrior where the Klingons beat him up because for being a Cardassian, and he's being patched up, and they say, "Do you want to press charge?" And he goes, "Nope. I got off several cutting remarks."
Voyager will join you in the Northwest Passage. We'll leave as soon as you've returned to your ship. We need to hurry if we want to catch Cooper.
Oh, we'll catch him, all right.
This area of space was labeled by Commander Chakotay as the Northwest Passage. It is a corridor of space that the Borg avoid because of the high incidence of quantum singularities, which the Undine use as points of transit. Voyager encountered the passage in 2373, and Captain Janeway chose to
Oh,
use it
thank
to
you very
travel
much for the
through
follow,
outer
Artemis.
space. This precipitated our first contact with species 8472.
One thing I do recommend, if you do like Hellraiser, see if you can either, you know, from like you know, those places where you can rent like the comics online and things like that, get the Hellraiser comics, because it really delves into the background of Pinhead and the other Cenobites, and some of them are pretty messed up. And I don't just mean in a gory kind of way.
We must locate a quantum singularity that will lead us into the correct area of fluidic space. My suspicion is that
Oh, excuse me, got a bit of indigestion at the moment.
his command bioship will be there as well. Approach each singularity and check its quantum wave signature.
Right.
When we find the correct one, we will pass through.
Okay. So we've got to basically make sure we use the right door. Cool. Nope, it's too unstable. Okay, there's another one. Let's go and check that. Oh dear, yeah. Go and sort your driveway. You don't want to fall over or break your arm or anything. Now, like I did a few years ago. Dislocate my elbow. Not a pleasant experience. Something I still feel to this day, every now and then. Oh, well, that's going a bit wibbly. Right, let's try that again. Ah, Voyager's helping. Handy. Nope. Oh, there we go. There's the right one. Oh, what ship did you get? Gave $5 to neighborhood kids to do it. Good idea.
Bioship. According to my scans, he is using a modified dreadnought as a control vessel. Intriguing. Cooper's bioship appears to have nerve clusters, gyri, and structures typically associated with brain matter. While most bioships are organic, they are not aware. Rather, they are biological tissue operated by the
Tactical miracle worker.
Cooper's vessel is different. It is possible that the ship is self-aware.
Oh, so the ship's... Ooh, that's pretty messed up.
This would explain the increase in Cooper's telepathic abilities. Not only is his command bioship able to coordinate the entire Undine fleet, acting as a brain for the other ships, but it also amplifies his psionic power. We must gain access to the ship directly. We will need to temporarily disable its shielding mantle, so we can fire upon vulnerable sections to disable it.
Fire and disable the ship. Gotcha.
You've come a long way, but as you can see, I am not unprepared for your arrival. This command bioship is unique. It is capable of coordinating an entire fleet of bioships. A fleet that will launch from the structure you see here. Even if you attack me, I suspect you will find the sheer power of my new fleet to be overwhelming.
You talk a lot for a dead man. Get close. Zoom too far. Ooh. Yeah, beat me to its grid. We need, including myself, 5 people to be in the same group in the same instance on the Starbase 1, and then you can form a fleet. I mean, I've already got a guild going on, a fellowship going on Lord of the Rings Online. Probably going to do the same for Star Wars as well. And then once it's set up, people can come and go as they want. So there'll be no, oh, you have to stay in the fleet to do this, you have to do that. It'll be like, no, it's just going to be a relaxed, chilled. We help each other out when we can, but it won't be expected of you. If you can, but if you do, that'll be sweet. I've seen too many fleets have drama and it's what we probably want to do, Artemis, is once we get my one is you can have what they call it, a oh, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Not Admiralty, Armada. So I want to try and keep everything on the same name. That's why. Yeah, that's the only reason why. I mean, if we just want to join a fleet, then yeah, there'll be no problem doing it. But because I want to have everything under the same kind of name-ish, if that makes sense. So it's part of the brand, as they call it. But thank you very much for the offer. Ooh. Oh, hello. Bit of a glitch there. It's a weird looking ship. And I think I'm about to fly down its bottom. Oh, that's fair enough. Now, I'm not expecting to get major things done. I need to know where to go first of all. Yeah, my pilot is ridiculous. And by pilot, I mean me. I don't know. I've not seen the animated series much. I've seen little clips of it, but I've not actually seen the full thing itself. I'll get a bit closer. Get past the... Oh hell no, not having this. Yeah, good old miracle worker skill. It could very well be what inspired it. Right. There you go. Yeah, you definitely under no illusion that running the fleet, getting up to the max level is going to be a lot of work, but I'm fine with that.
We must find control nodes that will allow us to enter the Nexus. As the ship is organic, we may be able to force it open by sending impulses through certain nerve endings, thereby causing a reflex reaction, much like a sneeze.
Gotcha. Right. What's attacking me? Okay. Get in there. Oh, more of them. Yeah, just set up loads of turrets, that'll make things easier. Some of the clips I've seen of the animated series were just bizarre. If you want to see one of the funniest things ever, go on YouTube and look up William Shatner's Common People and see the animated video that goes along with it. It's just, yeah, it's just, well, I'm not gonna spoil it because it's pretty good, but it's right. I thought I was going in the right direction. Oh, there. Didn't quite click on it.
The muscles controlling this passage.
I do follow Swear Trek, yes.
We will need to find controlled ganglia we can use to trigger a reflex response and open the door.
Another hilarious person to follow on Twitter. So, watch out, dickbats. Ugh, fringy snail juice, ew. Is that the Bajoran one? Yes, I've already got that one. I think I've actually got the engines on my ship. Oh no, the warp core, sorry. There you go, the Bajoran Defense Hyper-Injection Warp Core. I think it's the Bajoran T6 one.
Cooper should be in the chamber just beyond. An intriguing notion.
It's worth, if you haven't already got it, you may be too late. But if you haven't claimed it, then claim it, because it's the warp core is pretty decent. And see, what I'm going to do is once I've maxed out, say, the T6 ship, I will then go to I can put it, another one and work my way through that. I haven't had a chance to fly it yet, but it does look.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster.
Ooh. I think I had 3 days spare to do it. Lots of Yeah, it's not so easy, is it, Cooper? I'm messing you up, boy. Well, the main reason I get them is A, for the Admiralty cards, and B, I missed out a ship before. I think it was the Breen Raider, and I so regretted it, so it's kind of become a minor obsession. If I miss a ship, I start getting very angsty.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster.
Right, you do that. We're going to mess up
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bit busy, Tuvok. And I'm dead.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Yeah, those Omega particles are well worth gathering. If you have the time to just farm them. Why am I dying so much? Oh, it's a psychic attack. That's why.
What is happening? You! You did this!
Yes, yes we did.
My mind to your mind.
Communication link established.
Your thoughts to my thoughts.
No weak will perish.
Why should we listen to the weak?
You will perish when the Iconians complete their purge. To the Iconians, you are weak.
We must survive.
When we fight one another, we are weak. United, we are strong.
No! Don't listen to him!
We must see to our needs.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Vulcan logic.
The many must survive.
We don't need them!
The many will be strong. The strong will survive.
They are weak. I will save us.
You are weak.
What? No!
But together we are strong. You will be repurposed.
No!
Basically, it's going to break him down and use his DNA.
The Bio-Dreadnought has no intention of entering our space. Now we must return to our ships before the Undine retreat to their own fortresses in fluidic space.
Makes sense. Basically, GTFO. Ooh, I just remember something I've got to do. I'll do it after this mission. Hopefully it won't crash again. But if it does, yeah. Yeah, you can make some decent money from that as well. Even if you don't want to use the Omega particles, you can sell them on the exchange. Oh, I had a feeling this would happen. Yep. As you probably saw, they've got quite a few characters I've built up over the years.
There are no signs of our shared effort.
Oh, I thought I was being attacked. Oh, that's very nice. Five, you know, couple of those. There you go. Bosh, straight million. Alright. That's what I was going to do. Where is it gone? First of all, I need to... Yeah, I know it's not the most effective way of doing it, but I don't mind. Federation as well. So this is why I want to get more stuff, so I've got the Admiralty ships. I've got a lot of ships to claim as well at some point. And frankly, it's ridiculous the amount of ships I've got to reclaim. So it's like, see all these? Yeah. I've got all of these, apart from the Bajoran Interceptor, to claim. And look how many T6 ships there are as well. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. Where's the Iconian? So, excuse me, I think the doorbell just rang. I should be right back. No, sorry about that. It's one of those people who thinks that because I'm at the door at home, I want to buy stuff. It's like, no, I don't care. And they try and guilt you because you say no. I don't like that. It's like, look, take the no. Sorry, that's what people very much annoy me because I work from home. I get disrupted with them all day, and it gets incredibly annoying after a while. We've still got nice fluidic anti-proton assault dense beam cannon Mark 13. Yeah, let's go with that. You can have that. I can't salvage that as well. Right, next mission.
Our first task in the Delta Quadrant is a familiar one, helping a species to find a new home. A group of Talaxians living in the Entaba system are ready to move to a new homeworld nearby. Admiral Tuvok and Voyager have gone ahead to their main asteroid base to begin the preparations for the transition. The Admiral's requested your presence as well. You two work well together. I recommend you take advantage of his expertise. There's no one who knows more about the Delta Quadrant than he does.
I wouldn't mind, but I'm actually expecting a parcel as well. Should have come today. It's a book for Star Trek Adventures that I'm playing at the weekends. So I was a bit annoyed that it was a bloody charity thing at the door. It's incredibly annoying after a while. Right, rendezvous with Voyager. First of all, I'm going to take out those little gits over there. Oh, it's the Kazon. Great.
Voyager is under attack by the Kazon. Engines are offline, requesting assistance.
The most annoying and useless race in Star Trek history. So pathetic even the Borg didn't want to assimilate them.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
They're more annoying than dangerous.
Thank you for your assistance. We were en route to the Talaxian base when we were ambushed by the Kazon. The damage is relatively minor, but my crew will require time to make repairs. However, I have a personal request. The leader of the Talaxian colony served with me on Voyager. Would you be willing to take me there?
Sure.
This base is populated by Talaxians. My shipmate from Voyager, Neelix, joined them before they moved to this location. The Talaxians have been looking for a new homeworld for quite some time, and now they have found one.
Assuming there's no one living there already.
The Alliance's history with the relocation of the Romulans will be invaluable in this process.
Starfleet! Oh, what a thrill! It's so wonderful to see someone from the Federation again. It's been so long, and I keep in touch with my friends, but subspace isn't the same, and I listen to me, I'm rambling on. My name is Neelix, and I serve as Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. Before that, I spent 7 years on the USS Voyager with Captain Catherine Janeway.
Yeah, she's an admiral now.
Admiral Janeway? Of course! She certainly earned that promotion. My link to the Alpha Quadrant wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be, until the Jenolan Dyson sphere opened a path straight to the Delta Quadrant. Now we get all sorts of news, but yours is the first ship to visit. I may make a trip to Earth myself sometime, sample the cuisine, but that will have to wait until after the colonization. I barely have a minute to myself anymore. There's just so much to do.
Yeah, about that colonisation.
Oh, you've come to help? How wonderful! But of course, Starfleet's always pitching in to help out, aren't they? Why, in all my years as ambassador to the Delta Quadrant, I've done everything I could to uphold the good name of the Federation. I don't always have the resources to do more than diplomatic visits, but we try to help out anyone we can, whenever we can. There are Ocampo ships out there right now. Did you know that? My people are helping them explore the stars.
Yeah, about the colonisation.
Ow, where are my manners? You must be tired and thirsty after your long journey. Come to the colony. We'll fix you right up. But if I could impose on you just for a small favor first. The Kazon Nistrum have been giving us a lot of trouble lately. We've constructed some shield generators to protect the base, but the Kazon keep knocking them offline, and all my shuttles are prepping for the colonization. Could you reactivate the shields for us?
Sure.
Wonderful! Just fly to the generators and start the relaunch sequence. It will
Right. Okay, so let's go this one first. Zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing a bit better. Right, where's the nearest one? That's going to be up here. Get closer, closer, thank you. Goddamn Kazon. So they're annoying race. The other race, apart from the Borg, that I quite liked from Voyager, is the Hirogen. Not because they were powerful, but just because of their whole, you know, the way they acted and the way they did things. Plus, were surprisingly good with
so much for your
what do you call it? Holographic technology. You know, they took what Voyager gave them and they cranked it up several notches.
So good to meet you in person. View screens are so impersonal, don't you think?
Yeah.
May I shake your hand? If memory serves, that's how. Mr. Vulcan? Is that you, Tuvok?
Indeed. It is agreeable to see you again.
Agreeable. That's
What
near
a
as you're going to
wonderful
get a Vulcan to
surprise.
being happy.
Come, my friends, we have so much to discuss.
Yeah, they were pretty badass, the Hirogen. Oh, yes. Yeah, no spoilers about the Hook.
You look well, Felix.
I mean, I've seen them myself in the game, but yeah,
As do you.
no spoilers.
Family, children. Being here has changed me for the better.
I am just
Indeed.
getting
This
bit
colony is an improvement on your
not
previous
hyped, but I want to see some more about what they're doing for the Gamma
Twice
Quadrant.
as large and completely updated. You should see the kitchen.
Yeah, that's an apt description of them.
But you still seek a new homeworld.
What the hell's wrong with you, Neelix?
Of course, children need sun and open skies. A place to put down roots.
Oh dear.
What was that?
Yeah, that's bloody Kazon.
The operations bay. Dexter was in there. Dexter's trapped. Please do something.
Sure. Have you? This is more for Artemis.
Dexter's a little
Have
busy,
you played
but
as
she'll
a
be fine.
Klingon
I had
character
to stay with
in
her.
STO?
I'm afraid I must impose on your kindness again. Several of our systems were damaged in the attack, and I can't help fix them just now. Several of our systems are malfunctioning. Our communications, environmental controls, engineering, and the controls for the crane loading our ships all have been damaged.
Because the Klingon characters have slightly different missions compared to the Federation and the Romulan ones. It's not a major difference, but in the early ones they go into some of the more interesting aspects of Klingon mythology. That's fair enough. Yeah, it's some of the missions you find out about the. Yeah, like I say, the Klingon mythology is probably the safest way I can explain that without spoiling it. So that's why once I've completed this character, I will probably be recreating one of my Klingon characters. What do you call him? A Nausicaan. Well, I say Klingon. I mean Klingon side character, a Nausicaan pirate. Basically, same like I did with this guy. Ooh, power. This is where I've got to concentrate. Right, I've got to find a repair kit. Where to fix the repair kit? Console's been broken. Right. Where the fix the repair kit? And also the Romulan start missions are interesting as well, but essentially, you know, you do end up becoming either the Federation or Klingons. So it's only like the first sort of 10 levels that are different for the Romulans. Then it depends on what side you choose. Kind of like the pandas in Warcraft. Right, so the one's is it over here? Can I go this way? Okay. I'm still hoping that if they do bring out a Cardassian frequency, if they bring out a Cardassian faction, they do it in the same way they did it with the Romulans. You know, you have like a mini faction that then either works with the Federation or the Klingons. No, it's near 8. Okay, I was going the wrong way. This is why I need to read properly. Right, so that one fixed. That if I can create a legitimate Vorta and work for the Dominion, you know, even if the Dominion, you know, does the split faction thing, I may make a very excited high-pitched squealing sound. I'm not ashamed to say that. You know, if I could create a founder, that would be even better. Right, where's Neelix gone? He's... Oh, there he is. And it's kind of the reasons why on my Star Trek Adventures game that I run every other Saturday,
so much.
Why I picked Deep Space Nine, because they have access to the Dominion, Vorta, Jem'Hadar, the Alpha Quadrant, the Beta Quadrant, pretty much most of the galaxy except for the Delta Quadrant.
Would you care to accompany me?
Sure. I should try and not talk over the characters. Right, get away. And one of my characters as well, I think my Romulan, ironically, I've actually got one of the Jem'Hadar battleships and the attack fighters. Pretty good, it's a pretty good combination.
I need help loading this ship. Mannix was supposed to help me, but now I can't find him, and I can't reach him on internal comms. I know he hasn't left the station yet, though. Could you look around and tell him that his shift has started?
Okay.
The lack of discipline among the Talaxians is alarming.
Yeah. That's very apt, actually. Ooh, yeah, they are quite nice, the D4Xs.
Greetings, friend. What can I do for you?
Klingon ships have got they've got a sort of almost angry look to them.
Really? I was scheduled to work now, but I traded shifts with Oxel so I could meet a friend who's returning from a long trading mission. Find Oxel. He should be able to help you.
God, bloody Talaxian
I've known Mannix for many years now. If he says he traded shifts, I believe him.
Yeah, well, you can believe him, but he's still a lazy git. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards.
I don't believe we've met yet. I'm Oxel, and you must be one of Neelix's visitors from the Alpha Quadrant. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Look, I've not exactly had a good day, so just help me out here.
That's right, but then I beat Drexa in a game of Kadis Kat, and she agreed to work the shift for me. You should find her.
Betting work shifts on a game of Kadis Kat is extremely unprofessional.
Yep, you're right again, Tuvok. Although I'm still very happy that my previous engineer, my Andorian, managed to get hold of the Vengeance.
Hi there. I'm Drexa. I heard you helped save Dex's life. Those Kazon are always bothering us. I wish they'd just find someplace else to go.
Now, if you tell me
There's something I can do for you.
that you have swapped your job shift to someone else, I ain't gonna be happy.
Oh, yes, that's right. I worked his shift, though. Check the duty roster. It should all be there.
Ah, thank you.
Drexa never worries about the details, but she's one of the nicest people I know.
Damn lazy Talaxians. Right, back again. Neelix is a shadow.
Oh, it's you again. Did you find what you needed?
I'm not entirely sure.
Really? But I worked the shift that was in the duty roster.
Alright. So something's happened. This is why you don't keep changing shifts without speaking to your supervisor. Things go down the toilet.
Did you find Drexa? What a goof! I told her I traded shifts with Menex. At least I think I did. Does that mean both Menex and Drexa showed up for my shift?
I think we're going to be making 2 fleets. One Federation and one Klingon. Basically going to be pretty much the same. Best thing I can suggest is if you follow me on Twitter, because that's where I sort of post most of things like, okay, we need X amount of people, or you know, I'm going to be doing like a stream, things like that. Then yes, by all means. It is just going to be a chilled, relaxed one. We're not going to be working too hard on the fleet stuff. I mean, we will be doing it, but it won't be, we must get this done now, we have to do this kind of thing. And I've got a few Klingon characters I can bring into it. So, I mean, again, it'll just be, I think you have to go to First City rather than Starbase 1, but to form a Klingon fleet. But essentially it's the same. 5 people, same group, same instance, speak to the fleet maker. God, so many backwards and forwards. Yeah, so it's just going to be literally, you know, occasionally I'll also do.
Hey there, I talked to Oxo.
I suppose the best way to describe it would be.
Did you find Drexa?
You know, on stream with the fleet kind of thing. So it might be right. Okay, we're just going to go through and do some like Foundry missions, or we'll do some STFs, or we'll help people out who are stuck on missions, stuff like that.
Oh, that explains.
Won't happen that often, but
I showed up for the shift a bit late, but Calix said she already had enough workers and I could go back to my quarters. Normally, I would be happy to work, but my friend will be back any time now. That's why I traded shifts in the first place.
See what I mean? So much backwards and forwards. It's like, look, everyone who get there, just getting together in the same room. Oh, definitely, yeah. That's what why I want to recreate one of my, say, my Nautican pirate, because he has the, I forget what the ship name is, but it's the one that looks like a sort of, it kind of looks like one of the ships from Battlefleet Gothic, and it has like the Orion slavers, like is it the Feklir or something? It's, I can't remember the exact name of it, but yeah, the Marauder missions, freaking great for having EC. Plus also they have the deal missions as well.
Did you find Menex? Sounds like quite a series of miscommunications, but I still need help here. What do you think?
Right, because Menex got right on my nerves, making work the shift he should have done in the first place. Yeah, they also, you can occasionally as well, using the slavers, steal things like contraband and things like that, which is always worth a decent amount of money.
I need to scan the route we'll take.
Yeah, I'm going to skip. Right, target must be within. Yeah, but I say once we have enough, I mean, I'll probably even just do like a, you know, impromptu stream of like, right, we're going to make the fleet. do this, and then we're going to make the Klingon fleet afterwards, and then, you know, I'll make a few people at least able to recruit in, so you can have like your characters, stuff like that. Let's see. Pitch up, nope. Target must be right, no. Okay. No, that's it. You're getting close. Closer. Boom.
I can't thank you enough for your help.
I need to return to Voyager. We can return to...
Yep. Let's get off this station before I kill every Talaxian on board. Also, as well, I will say, if anybody has, you know, ever makes a Foundry mission and wants it shown on the stream, you know, to sort of show off your skills and things like that, and if you're a member of the fleet, I will gladly do that. Because, as I say, once I've completed the storylines, I am going to be doing a lot of Foundry missions as well, until like a new episode comes out and things like that. And then once that gets boring, then I'll start work on the Klingon character. I'm trying to think like long term here. So something that'll keep you going for absolutely ages.
Thank you for all you have done for the Talaxians. I believe that they will be a valuable ally to us in the days ahead.
Yeah, as long as they stop being lazy.
Without your assistance, I am confident we will see one another again. Until then, live long and prosper.
Peace and long life, Admiral.
Our ships are ready to depart. Travel to the staging area to join us in our new adventure.
If I have to. Still. Yeah. Once they got the planet, they should they'll be a little bit less lazy.
Are you ready to depart for New Talax?
Yeah, sure. Why not? 3, 1, 0, warp. Not quite synchronized warp, but nothing. Oh, Theta radiation.
Those levels have been normal and steady for weeks now. What could have happened?
Theta radiation. Oh, but it's those guys who dump the rubbish. And is it the Malons? Yeah, the ones who are based. Goddamn Theta radiation. Yep.
Theta radiation can mean only one thing: the Malon.
Called it.
They lack the technology to recycle antimatter waste, which has led them to develop an entire industry around dumping Theta radiation in various areas. We can't survive on New Talax if the Malon are going to use it as their personal garbage dump.
I'll deal with this even if I have to blow them up. Don't particularly want to, but you know, if they want to try it. Although everyone said that if I blow them up, it will spread the Theta radiation across the entire sector. Don't want that. So, yep.
Why? I was here first. Besides, there's a neutron star near here that makes this the perfect location for our needs. Finding another would be too expensive. Tell the Talaxians to find another planet.
Well, that's very nice of you to say so, Artemis. Thank you. Yeah, I've tried. I honestly can never remember what my my chat thing is. That's that test. Oh yeah, it's Amathos is that one there. That's my one. It's my old character. Don't really use it anymore, so that's where the name came from. Otherwise I would have, if I could change my name in the game like that, I would. Yeah. Oh, Malon reinforcements, I'll bring it on. I will mess them up. I'll make it so expensive for them. Hopefully that went through. Oh, the battleship now, is it? Right. So I've already taken on 2 of them squads. Where's it gone? Yeah, those new consoles I had did definitely make a difference. Nice amount of extra damage there. Yeah, some nice. Another achievement. Oh, this has proven to be a bit tougher than I expected. It's got a fair amount of resistances, I think. And I can see I'm doing damage, but not a huge amount on them. Yeah, well, I'm friggin' badass, so I can survive this. Yes. Now, you crazy mofos willing to negotiate and leave the system?
Enough! You've ruined me, wrecked my ship. At least spare my life.
Right. Find somewhere else to dump your trash. That's it. Good boys.
The Malon are gone, but the radiation is still around. Oh, what can we do? This would have been a perfect homeworld. But we can't live here if the radiation is going to infect the entire planet.
So, Starfleet's best engineers got it covered. Zoom in a little bit. There's one done. Right, so we get the next one. And I'll go and do those other 3 that are behind me. Can zoom in a little bit. Not too much, there you go. Right, so that's see, interactions would be screwed if it wasn't for the Federation. Come on. Get a bit closer. Last one. Get rid of that radiation.
Thank you so much for all of your help. You are a true friend to me and to the Talaxian people.
Unfortunately, I mean,
always be welcome on New Talax. And good luck in
the Saxons are alright.
I hope to see you again soon.
They're not my favourite race, but they're not the worst. Now if it was the Kazon, they can go F themselves. Okay. Right, let's see. Do I want damage resistance, shield capacity, or torpedo? Let's go with damage resistance. Alright, let's see, where's that? Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. See, my stuff's starting to improve, which is always good. So what I might do is, ooh, that's an interesting torpedo. Ooh, that's very interesting. Ooh, I'll keep that for now. I'll keep that. Save that, obviously. Revelations.
We've received a distress call from the USS Callisto, which was on a research mission in a little explored area of the Delta Quadrant. We're not sure what happened to the Callisto, but we need someone to check it out.
Ooh, new cluster torpedo.
There are a lot of people on the Callisto, good Starfleet officers and researchers. Bring them home.
Right, but that's in the Alpha Quad. Oh, okay, your point. Janeway's legacy. Excuse me. Hello. So I've got to rescue the Callisto. Oh, hello. Where's that? Where's that? Oh, it's because I've moved it. That's why. Okay. Where's that gone? Where's that gone? Gonna keep that there just for a laugh. Phaser Lotus, that needs to go there. Tactical mode. Okay, save that again, otherwise it will. It's because I've moved it on there. It gets rid of the. There we go. That's a bit better. And overshot. God damn it. No life signs, and the crew had a complement of 350. Let's see.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation
Hey,
research
7.
team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
Oh. Yeah, we got here as soon as we could.
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost's defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
Yeah, there's a lot to explain. Oh, yeah, they've definitely got wrecked here.
Long-range sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures.
Oh, it's the VOF, right.
VOF ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Yeah, indeed.
Attention trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in 4th Alliance space.
That's some
Surrender
serious
now,
armor.
and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. My ship's had a few upgrades since we last encountered you. So don't get cocky. Yeah, that new engineering plane seems to be doing its job quite nicely. Turn. Oh, there's more of them. Sneaky little bastards. Boss shifts are tough though, so we've got to remember that with these guys. They are, you know, they are more advanced, but not mega advanced. It's like they just plodded along at their own speed and didn't really bother to upgrade themselves of that much. It's the downside of being a cold-blooded species. You don't do things as quickly. Call some reinforcements. Oh, go on, the Concorde's helping me. Thank you. Huh.
Alien vessel, you have violated a Voth facility and will be.
Oh, that's a lot of Voth ships. Yeah. I think we're in trouble. And
where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
that is very odd indeed. Distress call from the Turay homeworld.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Turay homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Who exactly are the Turay?
The Turay are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our fleets.
Right. So why are the Voth leaving so quickly?
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Turay are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Perhaps we can sort of curry favour with these people. You know, help out where the Voth can't, that kind of thing. Get tired now.
Arrived in the Turay system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Turay vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Yeah, their ship seems to be packing quite a punch. So who are they fighting? Wow. And they just blew up a Voth City ship.
Whoever these assailants are, the technology is exceptional. Even the Borg do not have ships such as these.
Yeah, I bet the Borg would love that. So I was like... Am I in tactical mode? I'm in regeneration mode, I need tactical mode. Cool, these things are tough. This is just one frigate. Wow, this frigate is just doing some serious damage. I think I was supposed to warp out at that point. Alright, so where's the next attack group? Nope. Wait. Why did I just warp out?
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Alright, punch it.
Your defense of the Turay thieves will be your undoing.
The Turay and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Turay's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death. The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault.
Right.
There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
Gotcha. Sort of thing an engineer is good for. I imagine with 7 helping as well, it won't be that much of a problem, he says, realizing it's about to get destroyed.
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage.
Cool.
They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid.
Not so good.
That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet.
Right.
Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere. Your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through.
Understood.
Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
And we don't want that.
There was a firefight here.
Yeah, if we help these people... Look, don't just stand around, let me do everything. Go and help the others.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from Starfleet, right?
Correct.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal.
So, who attacked you?
The attackers were Vaadwaur.
Oh.
Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Oh. So something that Voyager did has now come back to bite them in the butt.
Impossible. It cannot be the Vaadwaur. I would know.
7.
This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vaadwaur, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly awoke their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. They were conquerors, despots. The Vaadwaur used underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated.
So basically you awoken probably one of the biggest threats to the Delta Quadrant since the Borg. Good going.
The time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine. I am responsible. However, the Vaadwaur we encountered did not have a level of technology like what we face here. This is far beyond anything the Vaadwaur are capable of developing in such a short amount of time.
So what now?
My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and realign them to the central tower to re-establish the grid.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
Gotcha. Oh, here we go. This is where things get interesting. Fighting against the Vaadwaur. Okay, so I'm going to go... I think I'll go clockwise.
We had to ally ourselves with the Teray to escape the Vaadwaur.
We can deal with it. Well, we can try to deal with it. Damn Vaadwaur. Here's the...
My analysis of this node. First, you must launch the startup sequencers.
Startup.
Next, you must reinitialize the kinetic
Reinitialize.
Gate. Finally, you must establish...
Startup. And reinitialize. What's the last one? Oh, I know when I see it. Establish.
Connection reestablished.
That's one down. 3 more to go.
When Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Daystrom Institute to assist the Callisto, I thought the probability of seeing Vaadwaur was statistically insignificant.
Well, you were wrong. And now we have to clear up your mess.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Right.
Whatever happens here, we must inform. I have completed my analysis. Complete. First, you must launch the startup sequences.
Launch.
Next, you
reinitialize.
must reinitialize the kinetic. Finally, you must
establish.
establish
Launch. So it's basically the same as before. Launch. Come on, next one. Reinitialize. Now, 7. Normally I wouldn't say this, but can you get your jumblies out of my face? I'm trying to work on this, please.
Uplink reinitialized.
Get these drones ready as well. If I just wait for that, I'll drop an orbital strike on their heads because I can. Don't get too close. Good old orbital strike.
Analysis complete. First, you must act. Next, you must
AI
charge the capacitor.
charge.
Finally, you must
Establish. AI charge establish. And again, 7. You're a bit too close. And he looks like he's trying to cop a feel. Lovely.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Yeah. Definitely doesn't help that he's the wrong height and 7 is an attractive lady. It's like that. We went in the middle of a war zone. I will take you up on the offer, but it's like, look, he's the wrong height. He really is the wrong height. I'm sorry. That's something I definitely did not consider when I was creating this guy. Right, last one.
When we first rescued the Vaadwaur, we thought we could be allies.
Yes, indeed. Today is not Saints Row Day. This is we are
myself
Starfleet.
for Vaadwaur's return.
We do not
It was a door
fraternise.
best left unopened.
Anything like that happens off screen. Gun. help him up.
Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node.
Go on.
First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Reboot.
Next, you must reinitialize the kinetic damage.
Reinitialize.
Finally, you must align the main...
Yes, that's... yeah. See, again, she's the wrong height. Or perhaps the right height.
Uplink established.
Yay! Defense grid online.
Starfleet, I need assistance at the central tower.
On it. Alright, it's time for some Starfleet ingenuity to end this battle. Oh, that's nice and easy. Where is he? Anything interesting? No. Oh, there he is. Heal these guys first. It wouldn't be so bad if she didn't stand so close. Like in real life, I would not complain, but it's like, look, he turns around, he gets an eyeful of her comm badge.
Your team did an excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes.
Not a problem.
We'd be in good shape if the Vaadwaur hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly.
It's quite ingenious.
Soon they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
Right. Right. So where are they? What?
The Teray took control of underspace after the Vaadwaur were defeated. Clearly the Vaadwaur object.
I think that's quite an ingenious idea. You know, sending down a transporter pad rather than people. Then you just send the people through to the transporter pads. It's quite a clever bit of technology. Because that way you can keep your troops back and not have to worry about them being killed until obviously they turn up. And if they get destroyed, you just send another pod. I quite like it. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. And if you manage to deploy one of them behind enemy lines, you can literally beam your people in. And being a transporter pad means it's a lot safer than doing a site-to-site transport. Again, focus fire, everyone. Ooh.
The Vaadwaur are tenacious fighters. We must be more so.
Yeah, I'm just going to blow them up. Yeah, we can handle this. Oh look, one of our Horta as well. Snake Charmer. I can. To quote Captain America, I can do this all day. Dynamix. Where's he gone? Yeah, Dynamix. Sweet. I heard him as well. So again, I'm there. It looks so wrong. Whoa! I want that. Yeah. Can I have one of those, please?
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vaadwaur do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really? But they tore your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Terrain. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
Monarch 7 and I did that.
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
Yeah, good point. Sorry about that. Oh, Voyager. Excellent.
Seven of 9.
Admiral?
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault. Your ship invaded the Voth outpost. You woke the Vaadwaur.
Vaadwaur? Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat.
Well, intelligence was wrong.
We believed their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong.
Yeah.
The Vaadwaur have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Glitching gun there.
2 to beam up.
Oh, she has beamed up. Good. For a split second, it looked like she hadn't beamed up. A bit silly, that did.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Turay. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwaur, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
Agreed.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwaur. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Good luck. Yeah, let's get out of here. Slide down the chair again. I keep doing this. Right, Delta Quadrant. What you got next for me? Vaadwaur cluster torpedo. That sounds very jolly. Question is, where do I put that on the ship? No, you know what? I'm going to keep it off. Actually, you know what? Just for giggles, I'm going to put it on my shuttle. Just for a laugh. Let's see. That can go there. Yeah, that'll do. And okay, yes, increase my torpedo damage as well, just for giggles. Right, oh, that glitters. Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Are you familiar with Voyager's emergency medical hologram? He's unique, even for an old EMH Mark I. Now he holds rank in Starfleet in his own right. We've received a message that
I get to have an EMH as a duty officer.
Medical situation on an Ocampa freighter in the Shenda system. He's currently en route in one of Voyager's shuttles. Normally I'd send a medical vessel, but we've seen a spike in Vaadwaur attacks, and I want to make sure he has all the resources he'll need. Could you go to the Shenda system and assist the doctor?
Now, this duty officer is actually pretty good, because if you equip him, when any of your crew use a medical like hyper spray to heal themselves or something like that, there's a chance they will summon a hologram, an EMH, to the battlefield. That's if I, excuse me, that's if I remember it correctly. Soon find out. It is a little bit about Picard. It's like someone trying to do an impersonation of him. God, imagine if they did actually get Patrick Stewart to do it. That would be frigging cool. Impersonation. I can't do impersonations.
Pleased to meet you. I scanned your service record before your arrival. You've been in quite a few battles, haven't you? Ever stop to think about the strain you're putting on your medical crew?
And welcome to the stream, Mr. Mac.
Of course you don't. No captain ever does.
This Doctor was one of the best characters in Voyager. He's just so sarcastic. It was brilliant.
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time, but we're not getting a response, and our sensors cannot penetrate their shields. Their initial distress signals indicated that they were suffering from Paranesti measles. I can treat it easily, if I can get onto the ship. Now that your ship is here, it should be trivial to board the vessel and assess the situation. Transport me aboard your vessel, and then my shuttle can return to Voyager.
Alright, prepare to beam up.
Excellent. Your ship has more powerful sensors than my shuttle.
Yeah, she's not too bad. Oh, bloody Vaadwaur, here we go. Tactical mode. What the flip is that? A constriction anchor. Oh, hell no. Oh, lordy. Vaadwaur weapons. That's it, now I can move. I bet their weapons are pretty funky to look at, but ooh, they're annoying. But I suppose that's kind of the point, they're supposed to be annoying. More ships inbound. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, well, you're still an annoying git. Right. Oh, is it? Oh, nice looking ships though. Samsar cruiser. I think I can get one of those later. Let me just check. I think I've got one I can claim. There you go, yeah. The Kabali Samsar cruiser. Very tough ship.
Greetings. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur supremacy.
Ah, yeah, but if you look at this,
I apologize for the overzealous.
it looks very similar to one of their ships.
Was not authorized. I'm pleased to finally meet
Yeah, that's probably going to be the next ship I will get once I've maxed out the stats for this one, because it is a very good engineering ship and has a very nice console.
I would rather avoid any more unpleasantness. Would you be willing to meet with me face to face?
Yeah, but I found such talks are best on neutral grounds.
That is understandable. You have a location in mind? There are not many areas of the Delta Quadrant where my people are not reviled.
Give me a sec.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, Neelix, need your help, mate.
Diplomatic negotiations. I am Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. I would be more than happy to offer my services as mediator.
The Tarantula
As
Dreadnought.
for the location, Dexa and most of our people are on New Talax now, but we still have the asteroid base in the Intaba system.
That's the Folium one, isn't it?
Just a few cleanup crews, and the Kazon have been leaving it alone.
Yeah.
It would be perfect.
I seem to alternate between either tactical or engineering. I might give a science guy another try. In fact, if I create a Klingon, I probably will create. When I do the Klingon arcs, I'll probably make my guy a science one because it will fit in with his I'm going to steal shit motif, including energy, like using Polaron weapons and things like that. I think one of my characters, one of my old ones, has got the Folian ship as well. Not the Tarantula Dreadnought, but the is it the Carrier? Like whatever one it is, not the big one, the one that's the next size down.
Well, did you find a suitable location for our meeting? Talaxians. Are there still Talaxian communities?
Yeah.
How odd.
I can believe that.
This site is agreeable. Send my ship the coordinates and I will meet you there.
It's one of the things I love about STO is you're not forced into being, you're a tactical captain. You don't have to be in a tactical ship. If you're a science captain, you don't have to be in a science ship. And as you've just said there, if you mix and max the two, you can get some pretty disgusting builds in terms of OPness.
I'm contacting the closest medical ship.
Because science ships, especially now they've upgraded them, like the targeting abilities to secondary deflectors and stuff like that, science ships can be pretty impressive. And there's some ships like the one I've got at the moment which are, sort of fairly not generic but universal, and they're very easily customizable into a science ship or a tactical ship. One of the reasons why I picked this one, but yeah, the next ship I'll be flying will once this bar hits tier 5 and I get that, I will be getting the Samsar, or I'll be reclaiming it. Science Scout.
Using a medical emergency as a trap. The Vaadwaur have no shame. I don't trust Gaul. He betrayed us on Vaadwaur Prime. He'll do it again.
I found that the engineers, ironically, are better on the ground than tactical, because you can have things like the turrets and the drones. But that's just my personal experience. There's a reason why I keep coming back to this game and I keep playing it, and it's
good to see you again so soon.
Why I chose to stream it.
I might make a suggestion.
Yeah. It's also why I've got a lifetime account for it as well.
It's so good to see. Doctor, it's been 30 years. You haven't aged a day.
Yes. It's good to see you too, Neelix.
It's because he's a hologram.
We have a bit of time before we'll begin. We're giving the Vaadwaur a fine Talaxian feast to help ease the tension.
Oh dear.
Doctor, you must tell me all you've been up to.
Oh, Neelix, I couldn't. Not with the Vaadwaur here. But I suppose it is important that you hear about my many achievements since our last meeting. And my brilliant research was...
So I'm in the background going, blah, blah, blah.
Thus, I began my grand adventure into the challenge of writing Klingon opera.
Brax and I agreed to never mention the incident again. Well, at least not to Dexa.
Neelix, the Vaadwaur have finished the appetizers and are waiting for you.
Oh, well, we had better get going. We can talk more later.
I still love the Hestia. It's probably my favourite tactical ship in the game.
Jolax from the last time you were here? He's the one that has been serving the...
It's what I based the Damocles off of, which is, for those who don't know, I run a Star Trek Adventures game every alternate weekend, and the ship I used, it's based off the Hestia. It's my own version of it, but if you see it, it is, yeah, it's basically the Hestia ship. Yeah, an engineer on a science ship is disgustingly tanky. It's almost obscene, because you have the shield abilities of the science ship with the natural tanking abilities of the engineer. The two together, it's disgustingly OP. Oh, hello. The Shell Grit. Yeah, Breen ships are funky in a weird what the hell's going on kind of way. Now, I don't think I've actually had a ship I've not liked flying. Some more than others, but
friends are quite hospitable. But down to business. Our meeting is long overdue.
This guy sounds familiar. I'm trying to think where I've heard the voice actor before, the one who's speaking. Sounds very familiar.
As do I. My people are damaged, in crisis. We are already at war with the Kabali, and with you, giving your alliances support for them.
Yes.
Do you know why we fight the Kabali?
Yes, I do.
Their world was once a Vaadwaur colony, one of our largest.
That's why the ship looks the same.
There is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Kabali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them. The Kabali would rather watch us die and use our corpses as fuel for their unnatural corruption.
Yeah, not too keen on what the Kabali do.
Against your own extinction? Don't we have a right to survive as well?
Yeah, it's a bit of a dodgy grey area.
There can be no peace. Not after what they've done. Are you suggesting we are weak? That we should just lay down and die for them? No, we will not.
I think I've got the Breen visuals on my ship.
Do not try to pacify me. We will have our retribution. You have my offer. Abandon your alliance with the Kabali.
The Aegis set. Well, the Aegis Shield does have a nice sort of like Tron-like effect as well. Ooh, yes.
You know nothing of what it means to be Vaadwaur. You need to understand.
What?
The Vaadwaur have endured too much to make peace. Do you expect us to forget the destruction of our cities? The massacres.
Who's got their tribble out?
The food's almost ready. What would you all like for your main course?
Oh, something's going to happen to this guy.
You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
Alright, that was uncalled for.
He's dead. I'm sorry.
Does that make you angry, Talaxian?
No. It makes me sad. For Jolax. And for you.
Then we are not done.
Hey, there's only one person allowed to massacre the Talaxians, and that's me. I mean, no. Bad, Vaadwaur. Bad. Yeah, tactical strike team, right now. Great.
Time only to save one group? I do not envy your choice. I would go with you, but I cannot leave Neelix alone. And time is of the essence. I'm afraid you'll have to go on without us.
I can only save one group. Shit.
No, I'm going. I can't sit by and let the Vaadwaur kill my friends. I won't be a burden. I promise. I have to do this.
Understood. Keep close to me, but not too close like Seven was earlier. So it says needs to be you're not as attractive and you're standing right close. Oh, great. Right, okay, let's get this one out as well. Yeah, there was a big joke I saw on one of the subreddits that the space Barbie. Oh, great! Now I've got to choose. Do I save left group or right group? Left group or right group? Can I only choose save one? See, why don't I go over there and the rest of you go over there? Now, there's enough of us. Screw it. Let's go this one that's closest. Damn Talaxians. Right, where's he gone? Nope, more over it.
We've saved the hostages, but they may be safer here.
Yeah. Where are the hostages? Up there they are.
What about the people in logistics?
Right, let's see if we can save them as well. Or at least do as much as I can. The way they keep dropping in. Right, so they've killed one of their groups. Assholes. Oh, lovely.
Doctor, you have to save them. These are my friends.
Neelix, personal space, mate. Personal space.
They are beyond my help now, Neelix. I'm sorry.
Then we can still save the others. We have to get to the shuttle in the cargo bay.
How do I get... okay. Oh, I do like that. I don't think that'll ever get old, that ability. Where's he gone? Oh, there's more over there. Messed them up. Like I said, nobody kills Talaxians but me.
I've sent a signal to the remaining Talaxians to join us here as soon as possible.
Good. Here they come.
More Vaadwaur on the way. Defend the shuttle.
Enemy target on sensor.
Yeah.
More on the way.
The whole arc
If I weren't a
is
hologram,
basically dealing with what Voyager did. You know, basically clean up Voyager's mess, because there was a lot of they would do something, move on to the next location, do something, move on to the next location. They very rarely had to deal with any consequences. That's what this whole arc is clearing up and dealing with the consequences that Voyager left behind.
A large number of Vaadwaur are closing in. I'm afraid they may be too much for you to handle.
Nah, I can handle this, mate.
The Teray are here to assist. After this, our debt to you is repaid.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's timely. Here come the Vaadwaur.
I just really wish they had got a Kate Mulgrew in as well. Even if it's just like for like a couple of lines, just like
The Vaadwaur have been repelled. I would have words with you before you continue.
But unfortunately she would have been very expensive. Plus I have a feeling at the time this was done she was doing Orange is the New Black. I could be wrong. But yeah, someone like her would cost a lot of money.
Our help does not mean we are now allies. We are repaying a debt. Our ships are currently engaging the Vaadwaur fleet. It is unsafe for this shuttle to launch until they are defeated.
Right.
We will return to our ships. I suggest you do the same. We will provide cover for your ship so it may drop shields to transport you.
Oh, that's a bit that's a bit sad to see if that's true, that she's sick of Star Trek, but you know, you can't force her to do a job she doesn't want to do, so I know what's her name, Chase Masterson, who I have met, very lovely lady, is
I knew this meeting was a farce.
she's loved
The word
playing Lita.
Vaadwaur means fool in ancient Talaxian.
She was one of the first to lend her voice
You
back
thought
to
me a
STO.
fool who would swallow your insults without comment. A fool who would blunder into the trap you set with the Teray.
This guy's voice,
I am not.
I know I've heard him somewhere before outside of Star Trek, but I'm trying to think who it is. I'm going to have to.
This has destroyed any chance of an accord between us. How disappointing. I had thought you would be a valuable ally. Now you are just another victim.
Okay. Tactical mode. I think after this I will end the stream as well. It's getting close to 3 hours and I'm definitely starting to feel my eyes go a bit sore from staring at the screen. I do try and keep my streams between 2 to 3 hours. I think that's a nice length of time. You know, you're not. I can put it. It's not too long. You know, you don't have to. You know, if you miss it, you don't think, oh, I've got so much to catch up on. Boom. So yeah. Oh, you met LeVar Burton. Very nice. Yeah, he's back in this as well. I mean, it's not the same, but I have met pretty much most of the entire crew of Babylon 5 as well. I think my favourite was it was a very close call between Walter Coing, who played Bester, and I completely forget his name, but the chap who played Kosh. Also, Lita, Patricia Alexander. Yeah. She's... wow. Let's just say I met her when I was about in my late teens. Patricia Tallman, yep. That's the one. Claudia Christian, Mira Furlan, who is disturbingly adorable. Alexander, I can't pronounce his name, the guy who played Katsoulis, that's it, Alexander Katsoulis, the guy who played Jakar. And this is a blast from the past, I wonder how many people will recognise this name. Gareth Edwards from Blake's 7. Oh, you met Nana Visitor. Oh, you lucky person. Yep. It was at the same convention where they were having the Babylon 5 one as well.
Not allow the
and now I'm just wandering through the halls, the place where they do the sales and things like that. Oh bloody hell! And I noticed there was a little bit of a queue, and round one of the tables. So, being the nosy chap I was, I had a look. Almost had a heart attack when I realised who it was, and yet I got to meet and have a chat with Gareth Edwards. And I've still got his autograph on a thing, and I was a little bit gutted when he passed away. He had that, I mean, the best way to describe him in person was an amicable uncle. Wow, you name dropping that there. Yeah, but still. That must have been a bit of a shock when you see him on the telly and go, wow.
You came to our aid when the Vaadwaur attacked our homeworld. Now we have come to assist you. This discharges our obligation.
Thank you. I didn't get a chance to meet Nichelle. She was there on the Saturday, and I only got a chance to go on the Friday because the Saturday was just way too busy for me. But I was a bit gutted. I got to miss her, not me, her. But I did get to meet Mini-Me, and I forget the fella's name. If you've ever seen the TV show Fringe, he played. Is it John Bishop? The old scientist?
How could they do something so horrible? We're no threat to them. We've done... I don't blame you. I agreed to let the Vaadwaur come here. I put my people in danger. This is my responsibility. I just never conceived that even the Vaadwaur could be so treacherous. They double-crossed us on Voyager and tried to take the ship.
Vern Troyer, yes.
Innocent people. My time on Voyager.
Oh, and Nolan North as well.
That people could be. I forgot, or wanted to forget, how evil they could be.
Yeah, I've actually including conventions, I've met quite a few celebrities. Also, pretty much most of the crew from Yogscast and High Rollers as well. Which, if you've ever watched like the D&D show, it was an absolute pleasure talking to Mark.
With your permission, I'll lead the survivors back to New Talax. Then we can return with the security force to collect the dead.
Yeah. Don't envy you, Neelix. Good luck, mate.
I've been in contact with the USS Blackwell. They boarded the freighter in the Shenda system, but it was empty. It was all a ruse by the Vaadwaur to lure us into that system. Everything was part of this play Ghaul wanted to perform. From the initial distress call to his intervention and offer to negotiate. And then, he used a massacre to set his stage. That's the kind of man he is, and unless he's stopped, the entire quadrant may fall.
Ooh. Yes, I know they mentioned that it's actually quite expensive to get stuff out to other countries, and as proven when they tried to go to Australia, their stuff got stopped at customs and they had no merchandise or anything. There's like literally just them. But yeah, really nice meeting all of them. It actually, I know it sounds stupid, but it helped to boost my confidence in a lot of things, because I realised that these are normal people, like me, and if they can do it, I can do this stuff. It also helped me with a few other things as well, but it eventually led to me doing what I'm doing today, which is nice.
Ghaul has shown his true nature. I expected he was not dealing
Yeah.
in good faith, but nevertheless, we had to make an attempt.
They are
to
just
find a
people, yeah.
peaceful solution to
But
our
it's that
problem.
weird disconnect. Now you've only
Now
seen
the
someone
war
on the
will continue.
screen,
I grieve for all who have been lost.
so it's difficult to sort of picture them as normal people. But when you meet them face to face, and that connection is made mentally, you're thinking, oh yeah, they're just like me. They're nervous and stuff like that. Yeah.
Senseless, meaningless death. I'll never understand. I hope Neelix and his people will be able to find some peace, and that Ghaul will answer for his crimes.
Oh, he'll answer for
And
his
I hope
crimes,
our
alright.
paths cross again, perhaps under better circumstances next time. With your permission, I'll return to Voyager.
Granted, Doctor. It's been a long meeting with you. You may be a sarcastic bastard, but you're still a decent fella. Oh. The first person I met at the Yogs booth was actually Nina. She was signing her artwork, and I think Mark was doing a few other bits and pieces as well. And then, the first time they did that, there was a massive queue there. I mean, it was ridiculously big. Even they, it took something like 45 minutes to get from one end of the queue to the other. And by the end, my knee was playing up something really chronically, and I just couldn't stand properly. So I had to after having a chat with Lewis and Terps and stuff, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go and sit down, because otherwise I just would not have been able to walk home. Right, let's see what I've got. Ooh, transphasic bomb. Interesting. Yes, I shall use that. Yes, chance to activate an EMH when using a hypo. Right. Okay, I'm going to put him there, and what I'm now going to do is replicate a ton of hypos. Yep, that'll do. Because what I'm going to do is give each of them, my NPCs that is. Where's he gone? There we go. Yeah, the funny thing is as well, was I literally almost bumped into Nina and Mark when I was just going to grab myself some lunch. You know, somebody walks past and I'm like, wait, that was Mark Humes. And then later on in the same day, again, almost bumped into Kath and Hannah, who were going to grab themselves some lunch as well. And that was, again, nice meeting. Yeah, that was a bit of a, how can I put it? Well, somebody at MCM messed up. Yes, that was what's also as well. Yeah, Kim was there as well. Duncan, Terps, and the last one I was at, Shin was there of all people, which was brilliant. Managed to get his signature. God, that nice. I love talking about all these kind of things. It's brilliant. Okay, now that I've done that, like I say, I'm starting to feel really smashed now. So I am going to call it things a night for tonight. And as it's a Tuesday, that means tomorrow is a Wednesday, Witcher Wednesday, which will be fun. More monster slaying shenanigans, and then on Thursday, more Star Wars: The Old Republic. You know, the funny thing is, because I do design stuff for RPG games and things like that, there was a convention in Hammersmith called Dragon Meet, and I was just talking to a few random people and mentioned what they do, and somebody turned around and said, "Oh, I've got some of your stuff," and that was one of the most surreal experiences I have ever had. Somebody who I've never met before, who knows my work, and that was just like, whoa. So it kind of gave me appreciation, just that, even just that one person, what it must be like for, yeah, that was pretty much my reaction. It's like, holy crap, somebody who knows me. It's like, because I saw a lot of PDFs on drive-through, things like that. You don't really have like your face and stuff like that, so you can't always like put people's face to it. I mean, yeah, it was very nice day. So yeah, it's again, it was nice. It gave me a nice little sort of nice boost moment. I'll admit, I did when I was going home. I was just sitting on the train back to my local train station, and I admit I did start grinning to myself randomly because of it. So that was it was surreal, but it was a good surreal. Right. Well, anyway, I am going to go to crash out now because I am really tired, and I hope you all have a great night, and thank you all very much for joining me. And yeah, fingers crossed soon we'll have enough people ready to start up the fleet, and let's see if I can get the credits to work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Cross your fingers, folks. Of course, well, the right thing first would be handy. I do like I can do everything on one thing. Just sometimes it's a little bit slow. Click it twice just to be on the safe side. There we go. Good night, everybody.